Hey man, what is going on? And Goose here, Goose Sports here for you. As man, the Tigers were victorious tonight against the Alabama Crimson Tide, 11-6. As it didn't look good early, man. It really didn't look good early as they got down 5-1. But they really came through in the last several innings for the sixth inning on. They LSU really the bats came alive, and but Cowan and Evans pitching, so it really came through at the end. But what we got it got kind of shaky there in the ninth a little bit with Connor Benj, but LSU was able to get the final few outs, the final out, should say, and they were able to get the victory. But it was a little shaky. It got a little shaky in the ninth inning because Connor Benj couldn't get that freaking last out. Well, he walked three batters in a. Well, we'll get that in a minute. We'll get to Connor Benj in a minute. All right, so LSU wins 11-6 as they as I said, they really struggled for the majority of this baseball game. As it took like to the sixth inning till they finally were able to get some runs. I mean, it was 5-1 Alabama going to the bottom of the sixth, and then Larson hit that 3-run home run. It got them within one run, and then they really broke open after that. So we'll go over the game a little bit as let's see. All right. So Anderson went 5 2/3 innings. He had a really interesting start. Struck out 10 batters. 10 batters and 5 2/3 innings of work. 10 batters. You look at that, like, man, that's great. But six hits were given up, 5 runs. They all were earned, and he gave up 4 home runs and 5 extra base hits. So when he was on, and when he was off, he was way off. So Myers went in 1/3 of an inning, and then Evans came in, pitched 2 1/3, got the win, only gave up 1 hit, struck out 2, walked 1. Then Connor Benj came in the ninth inning, tried to get the last 2 outs. He was only able to get 1 out, and he walked 3 batters and gave up a run on a base-loaded walk. Then Cowan came in, got the last out, and got the save for LSU. So, but look, I mean, we got Evans, we got Cowan. That's what we have. That's what we have in the bullpen. That can be really relied upon. That push come and shove. Excuse me. Push come and shove. You got Evans, you got Cowan. That's it. There's nobody else in this bullpen that you can really rely on to get outs consistently. So, but hey, they got the win. That's all that matters. The bats came alive after the 6th inning, and it really, it was really good to see because we were struggling. We were really struggling hard until the 6th inning. So, Curriel was 3 for 5 with an RBI. Fry was 2 for 4 with an RBI. Curriel had a run scored. Fry had 2 runs scored. Jones was 0 for 3, but had 2 runs scored in the contest. He also had 2 walks, and he struck out twice, but it was a big error in the game when he hit a ball to third base that extended the inning and got LSU on, helped LSU get back in the baseball game. Dickinson was 2 for 5. Milan was 1 for 5 with 3 RBIs. He also had a run scored, and that 1 hit was a home run. Brown was 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored and RBI. Braswell was 1 for 2. Josh Pearson was 1 for 3 with a run scored. Hernandez was 0 for 2. Larson was 1 for 1. The one batted 1 time, got a hit. It was a home run, so he got 3 RBIs. Reeves was 0 for 1. Stanfield was 1 for 3 with a run scored, and Aaron Beatty was 0 for 1 for LSU. Let's go for Alabama as as they had Fowler was 1 for 4 with a run scored. LeBron was 0 for 4. That was big because LeBron's really highly touted player. And then Snell was 2 for 4 with 4 RBIs. He had 2 home runs in this game. He scored twice. Bonomolo was 2 for 5 with an RBI. He also had a home run. Had a run scored. Hodo was 1 for 4. Torres was 0 for 4. Staten was 0 for 3. Neal was 1 for 3. I'm sorry. Neal was 1 for 2. He had a homer. He also scored twice, and Norton was 0 for 3 for Alabama. So let's look at the scoring in this game. Let's where we at. So Bama scored first as Snell homered in the first inning. Neal homered in the second inning. And then Curiel singled to right to score a run for LSU back in the bottom of the third. But then Bama in the sixth inning, you had homer by Snell and a homer by Bonomolo, and then with a 5-1 lead, and it looked like that was, at that time, it looked like that was going to be it. LSU was not going to come back because their hitting was horrendous. Their pitching was just erratic. But Jay Johnson came in and brought Evans in, and then he kind of readied the ship a little bit with Evans pitching, because I know once they brought Evans in, he was really counting on LSU to get some runs scored, and Evans was going to close them out, and that's exactly what happened. But it kind of got shaky. It got shaky in the ninth inning, but it worked out. But Larson had a 3-run home run in the sixth. Milam had a home run in the seventh, and also a 3-run home run. And then Pearson reached on a fielder's choice in the seventh. Fry homered in the eighth, and Brown grounded out in the eighth inning, and LSU was leading 11-5 at that point. And then the ninth inning got kind of interesting because the bench was walking batters. He walked the bases loaded, then he walked a run in, and then LSU had to come in and they had to bring in Cowan, and then he got the last out. It was clear that ball was hit hard to right center. It was caught right at the wall. It was caught, but hey, it's an out. It's an out. It's an out. Doesn't really matter. So LSU wins 11-6 as they get back in the win column in the SEC, as they had lost 3 in a row. They got swept by Auburn last week, and it really looked like they were going to lose this game as well because they got down 5-1, and their hitting was really horrendous. Jones was striking out, Fry was striking out, but look, LSU kept at it and they won the game. That's all that matters. And I think Cowan and Evans, I think they didn't pitch too much, where they can't come in, either Friday or Saturday if need be. All right, man. So LSU wins 11-6 as they improve to 33-6 on the year, 11-5 in the SEC. Have a good one, and we'll see you next video. Go Tigers.